Morning, it's Mondo. I'm getting older, but I'm not past it yet. And that's what I believe in. I'm retired. I worked 55 years, paid tax, didn't have many times out of work. Well, there was this one time, 1977, when, I didn't work much that year. I became a new father, so I enjoyed being a new father, I guess. Anyway, I'm distracting, and I do ramble on a little bit. So, I am a pensioner. I'm in my late 60s. I'll give it away now. I was going to ask, just guess how old I am. I'll tell you eventually. And then the first correct answer to the nearest month, right? The year, and how many months as well on top of that. So, like X amount of years plus 2 or 3 months, And I will send you a little prize. So the first person who gets my age almost exact with the amount of months will get a paint a little bit. So I'll send you a poster of the sea, because I love walking along the seaside. I'm lucky enough to live near the seaside. Not all of us can be. I was a townie. I lived in Manchester for years with my family, and then we moved away. I got a job, moved to Northampton, which was even more inland than Manchester, and then got made redundant, and I had a choice of 3 jobs. I could have gone to Yorkshire, could have gone back to Manchester, and had a chance of the Lincolnshire coast. So I asked the kids and the wife, I routed them, said, look, I've got a chance of 3 jobs, which one? And they said, oh, let's go to sunny seaside. So we did, and I've lived here ever since. My 2 kids do, and my partner, my wife at that time, she's no longer with us. That's another story. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're getting older like me, don't let it get to you, and don't let people say you're past it, because we're never old and past it. I'll just show you the scene that I'm looking at. The view, it's not a bad view. All there is a man in the distance today doing a bit of Tai Chi. I like to do a little bit of Tai Chi myself, but I'm not adventurous enough to be doing it on my own on the beach. He's well into it. He's getting on a bit as well by the looks of it. So he's not too past it to do a bit of Tai Chi on the beach. So I apologise if you don't live near the seaside, but wherever you live, if your legs are able, and if you're able, maybe get out there and just do a little bit of walking. It's the best form of meditation that I know of. Lots of people do yoga nowadays and Tai Chi like that guy, and do mindful and well-being exercises. But I think one of the best things you can do is walk. It gives you a bit of exercise, get some oxygen circulating around your body, and it keeps your muscles and your tendons and your bones active. Maybe we'll live a little bit longer, and not get past it. And you bump into people, you don't have to speak to them, but it's interesting. I like to people watch. I don't know about you. That's why I'm quite interested in the guy doing Tai Chi there. So maybe I'll have a chat with him one day. So wherever you are, try and get out and about in the parks, in the town centres, get on a bus. If you're like me, you might have a bus pass. So they come in handy, don't they? I don't use it that much. I like to walk, but I'm always thinking of maybe seeing how far my bus pass will take me one day. I have heard people who get on a bus and travel from one end of the country to the other. So maybe I'm going to try that one day. Maybe we can try it. What do you think? One of the things about getting older is you can't get away from it, can you? Because it ends up, you start, I don't want to sound depressing, oh gloomy here, but you tend to attend more funerals, don't you, as you get older? Unfortunately, so it sort of reminds you, oh heck, you know, getting older, need to live life as full as I can. You know, you don't have to be too adventurous, just get out and about. Do something that stretches your imagination. So I paint a little bit. I play guitar and bass guitar. And also, one of my wicked sins is I go to a poker league on a Monday, which gets me out and play cards with lads. I've not done that for a little while, but maybe I should. But it keeps your brain active, and for a cost of like, we just have a knockout. We put £5 in the kitty, and then whoever wins at the end of the night gets the kitty. You know, so we haven't converted all our pension into chips, and we're playing for our pension. I don't play games like that. I wouldn't say I'm a gambler, although I am walking along the beach on my own. So you never know what I'm going to tread into, do you? No. And I definitely wouldn't swim out in there today, but that's my personal opinion, because some people do. They do like to go out there, get the kit off and swim in the sea all times a year. So if that's what you fancy doing, well, do it. But I would just do a bit of research and just see how much debris might be floating around in there. I actually used to be on the lifeboat crew locally. That's one of the things that I got into because I didn't have much else to do between working and growing up the family. And in those days, we're living on the seaside coast in winter, nothing happened. So I joined the lifeboat crew, and there used to be boys out there. Oh, you know, not human boys, but boys that marked all the different areas out and all the hazards. And there were a lot of boys out there that marked the hazards of the sewage outfalls, they called them. But somebody come along. I don't think it was weather. I think some human beings, the powers that be, the river authorities who actually, I don't know, have some control over the coastal waters, decided we don't need boys anymore. It's not a gender thing. Just they decided they don't need to mark the outfalls, etc. And we've got GPS, you know, and all these electronic devices, so you don't need visual means of being able to sail the seas. But as you can see, there's not many people out there today sailing on the waters. There used to be more. One little boat out there, I don't know if you can see it, I doubt if you can, but it's out there amongst the wind farm, and it's doing some maintenance of them. And the wind farm grows and grows. I think they plant little seeds and they just sprout up. It's amazing, really, technology, isn't it? But that's given us power somewhere along the line without putting carbon into the atmosphere, which apparently is a bad thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet because being on the seaside, it just makes you want to chill out, doesn't it? So I'm making little YouTube videos. I'm not doing any editing on it, and I'm using this little fluffy microphone to see if it'll block out the wind. So I'm learning as I go along, because I sort of watch quite a bit more YouTube nowadays than I probably do TV, and there's loads of interesting people on there. You know, these YouTube influencers. I'm not intending to influence anybody, but there's lots of them out there apparently. They're all trying to sell something. I'm not really trying to sell anything, just trying to converse with you and let you know that if you're getting older, you won't get past it if you try and do a bit of stuff to inspire your imagination and to stretch your abilities. It's never too late, never too late. I'm rambling on that, so have another look at the seaside. I quite like it. There's Norfolk in the distance. That stretch of water is the Wash. And yeah, like I say, if you do want to guess how old I am, how many years and plus the months, the first person who correctly gets it, if you message me, I'll message you back, then I'll send you my email, and then I'll send you off one of my prints of one of my seascapes that I painted. You might even encourage me to paint something new. But anyway, have a go. Put some comments down there, and if you like what I'm doing, just like it. Press that finger thing up, and then you can press the subscribe down there if you want to subscribe and see more of this drivel. Okay. Anyway, I've got to go off now. Get on with my walk. Get some more air in my lungs. Stretch them muscles and tendons and old bones. Quite a nice day. Right. I'll be seeing you then. I'll let you get on.